Hi, everyone. I'm Josh Radbod, co-founder and CEO of the PBC Conference, the B2B conference for payments, banking, and compliance in the cannabis industry. I'd like to welcome Brion Nazzaro, president of the Association of Certified Commercial Cannabis Experts, one of our PBC Conference Gold sponsors. Brion, thank you so much for being here. Please tell us a little bit about you and what your business does.
Josh, it's great to be here. My background is in financial services compliance. I've been in that for about 20 years, AML, regulatory compliance, privacy, et cetera, around the world. And what I found in the last 3 to 4 years is that the commercial cannabis industry is really situated like financial services in the sense of their licensing structure, the complexity of their compliance, and even the risk that they majorly take on within the industry. And so we've set up the Association of Certified Commercial Cannabis Experts to start providing the risk-based analysis that's needed for a risk-based approach within the industry to manage compliance better and learn prior to having enforcement actions put on cannabis operators. This should help the overall environment and integration into the legitimate market by allowing even third-party service providers to see the true risk profile of licensed cannabis operators, and that there is a difference between the illicit cannabis market and the licensed cannabis market. And the licensed cannabis market truly deserves to be served and provided the products and services that the rest of industries around the world and across sectors really enjoy.
I couldn't agree more. Compliance is a cornerstone to this industry and a cornerstone to our conference, right? Everything from local, state, and federal. So fantastic. Can you tell me a little bit more about the members who participate in ACE?
Sure. Our members come from all sorts of industries. Really, the common thread here is that they're in cannabis risk management or compliance. We have ancillaries, we have commercial cannabis businesses, we have the licensed cannabis operators. Our core group, though, really does come from the cannabis operators, the compliance and risk professionals in those specific businesses that are trying to strengthen their compliance and risk management controls to show that they are a lower risk profile than their competitors, and also can see that the competitive advantage that that brings in operational efficiency and valuation really does give more value to the cannabis operator overall.
Thank you, Brian. And how can someone become a member at ACE?
Visit us at ace.org. Everybody is welcome to become a member. You will immediately gain access to our commercial cannabis handbook, the body of knowledge for ACE, to prepare yourself to understand the breakdown of the commercial cannabis industry, its specific risk profiles by sector, as well as the cannabis risk management framework, a risk-based approach to managing compliance and other risks within the commercial cannabis industry. From there, you'll also be able to evaluate if you can apply for the Certified Commercial Cannabis Expert exam and become a certified triple CE. We also offer the triple CP, the Certified Commercial Cannabis Professional. And from there, we ask you to join our network and start helping us build the analysis and the resources that are required for a risk-based approach in the commercial cannabis industry.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Brian. And what are you most excited for PBC 2021 and why?
It was very interesting to me when we started the Association of Certified Commercial Cannabis Experts that for the most part, there were trade associations available to cannabis operators, but there weren't great convening points for compliance and risk professionals to come together. And I find that compliance and risk professionals, regardless of industry, we do look for each other to share best practices. We generally want our businesses to be able to compete on the product and service that they provide, not whether or not they can identify what a regulator's thinking based on solely on their exam experience. And so it's really interesting to me that PBC can fit this segment that I think compliance and risk professionals really need. We need a place where we can go talk to other compliance risk professionals, not about the competitiveness of our products and services, but what are we seeing in the regulatory field? Where are the regulators going? I think for the health of the commercial cannabis industry, we want each other to succeed based on our products and services, not based on whether or not a regulator has to enforce on somebody and that drives them out of business. I don't think anybody sees that as a success for the industry overall.
I think many would agree with you, Brian. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, what is one fact about you that would surprise everyone?
I think the one fact about me that surprised everybody, and I guess this is more for my banker friends, I actually did meet a PEP when I was young. I met the Ugandan president at the time, who ended up going up for war crimes at the UN. Handed him a bouquet of flowers in Dallas, Texas, when he came to the U.S. It wasn't for a few more years that he made the PEP list, but it was an interesting correlation once I got into AML to be like, oh, that's what a PEP is. I handed one flowers at one point off his private jet.
You got the practical experience. Wow, that's amazing. Fantastic. Well,
You can meet them in real life.
there you go. Brion, thank you so much for being here and for sponsoring our 2021 PBC conference. Folks, if you would like to meet Brion and his team, please join us at our PBC conference at the Washington Capitol Hilton on September 9th and 10th. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh. Have a great day.